Rowan, your package is here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Package? What did I... Oh, it's my book. Awesome. All right. Can I borrow your blade?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the wand?
No.
All right. Let's get this bad boy open here. Ooh. Awesome. Doesn't look damaged. In transit. Aw, just looks like it's the first 2 pages. Though granted, I mean, it's cool. Look at these. I'm gonna have to decipher these runes, but I guess I should have read the description a bit more. But hey, isn't it awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Hello, my wizarding people. This is Professor Rowan, and I'm coming to you today to talk about the Adversaries Event. Our very first inaugural Adversaries Event is a 72-hour event, starting Friday, tomorrow, at 11 a.m. my local time, and running until Monday, the 21st, also at 11 a.m. local time. Those of us who have seen adversaries in the wild, I've only seen 2 so far, and been able to battle them, have an idea of what's going to be in store, but I'm really looking forward to the fact that they're going to be boosted, and all of the XP that will include. First off, there is going to be a free store pack, and that store pack will include an edible dark mark. So you don't have to buy them, they will give them to you for free as part of the, event. It will also include 2 healing potions, 1 a stimula potion, and 30 spell energy. There are also going to be boosted adversaries on the map, specifically Draco Malfoy and Fenrir Greyback. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Fenrir Greyback, the werewolf. We're going to be brewing a lot of stimula potions and wit sharpening potions for this event. So thankfully, the Master's Notes will be reducing the brew time for both of these potions, or all 4 of these potions if you want to look at it that way. Anyway, as 50%, so reducing the brew time in half. There are also going to be bonuses for going into the fortress. You are guaranteed to get a foundable for the runestone you use in Forest 4 and higher, which means I'm going to be in Forest 4 pretty much at least once a day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, possibly sometime as Monday as well, and I will let you know in the usual places when I will be there. You are also going to be getting extra wizarding XP and extra challenge XP from going into the fortress, Forest 4 or higher. There's also a to-do list, and you know how I love a to-do list, so let's get started on that right away. Now, the first one I want to mention is that you need to use 1 edible dark mark. That will get you 2 armadillo vials. And you might be thinking, I only get the 1, I don't want to use it for that, but you don't need to worry about it so much, because you're also getting an edible dark mark as a reward for another task. That task is earning 1,500 challenge XP, either in the fortress or by fighting adversaries. And considering how much challenge XP I'm expecting to be getting from all of the times I'm going to be in Forest 4, as well as all of the other times you're expected to go and fight an adversary, getting that amount of challenge XP to get that dark mark reward is not going to be a problem during these 72 hours. One of the reasons I know that the challenge XP isn't going to be an issue is because you have to defeat 35 foes in fortresses. Not dealing with the adversaries yet at all. This is in the fortresses. That will get you 2 strong stimula potions. Honestly, I'm going to be in Forest 4 a lot. I'm expecting to probably get my 35 in 3 or 4 goes, depending on how many people there are with me. You also need to find 3 wit sharpening gifts. Now, there's no guarantee that you'll be getting wit sharpening gifts as a reward for anything. I have found them in ingredients, in greenhouses. I've also found them in inns. They're kind of random, and that's the only problem I see with this. They're kind of random. I don't know if their ability or availability is going to be increased for the event or not. So that might take a bit of hunting on your part. But finding those 3 wit sharpening gifts to give to others rewards you with 1 wit sharpening potion also. Speaking of wit sharpening potions, you need to use 3 wit sharpening potions in adversary combat. So that is going to be in combat versus an adversary, and the wit sharpening potion does seem to work the best against the final person. The final, Draco, Fernier, whoever your person is going to be, that's the one you use the wit sharpening against. Not all of us brew wit sharpening potions that frequently, so you might need to check to see if you have any wit sharpening gifts you can open, and brew some of those wit sharpening ahead of time, as well as remember you're going to have a 50% reduced brew time for wit sharpenings during the event. Using 3 wit sharpenings gets you 4 healing potions. You also need to use 7 strong Estimula potions in combat. You are given strong Estimula potions as a reward for completing part of your daily tasks, but if you would like to brew some, this would be a good time to do that. Remember, it's half time of brewing as well, so that should make it easier. Those 7 strong Estimula potions will reward you with 20 spell energy. And now, on to my favorite part. Firstly, deal 6,000 damage in adversary combat. Which sounds like a lot, except for the fact that when I was fighting the annoying guy who used to be a rat for a while, I can't exactly remember his name at the moment because traitors' names should never be remembered. But the guy with the silver hand, in order to defeat him, and the 2 that went up to him, was at least 3,000 in damage that I had to deal. So, dealing 6,000 in damage is just facing 2 adversaries over 3 days. Should not be a problem, especially since you're using an edible dark mark. That will get you 1 defense against the dark arts book. Finally, you need to return 20 fragments, so foundable fragments, from either fighting Draco or Fenrir Greyback. Which sounds like a lot, except for the fact that as long as you defeat the final person, you get 4 fragments per turn. Since you receive 4 each, you only need to defeat one or the other 5 times. 5 adversaries over a 3-day event that's entirely about adversaries, plus having to use at least 1 edible dark mark during this time. I hope and pray that that should be relatively easy, especially since the reward for that is 2 Defense Against the Dark Arts books. Completing our entire to-do list gives you also some very nice rewards. Specifically, 5 Defense Against the Dark Arts books, 1 additional edible dark mark, so you're receiving 3 during this event, and you only have to spend 1. You also receive 500 wizarding XP, spell energy, and 60 gold. So now, how to prepare for this event. Make sure that you have leveled up your profession as high as you feel comfortable at this time. Also, if you can dump some learning into the new skill tree that's for adversaries, that is helpful. I personally have preferred to go half and half. I have 3 offensive trainings and 3 defensive trainings. My life mate, on the other hand, is focusing entirely on the offensive side, because he has plenty of healing potions and doesn't feel the need to work on his defense, apparently. So before the event starts, making sure you dedicate some time to that. Also, I need red spell books in order to accomplish more trainings. Red spell books are gotten by going up in challenges, which I've been doing mainly in fortresses, but now also get to do an adversary. So I'm going to be grinding a bit in the fortresses just to get myself more spell books. You may want to brew ahead of time the potions that you probably are going to need, but don't necessarily have the reduced brew time during the event. Specifically, healing potions. I'm also making sure that I have plenty of ingredients to brew my Astimula potions and my wit sharpening potions once the event starts, so that I can take full advantage of that half-time brew time. I am admittedly very excited about this. It's really great to get something new. I mean, yes, adversaries being something new from the Calamity is bad, and I understand that in the grand scheme of things this is probably not so great, but from a witch who kind of lives on the danger side only when she, is leaving the classroom, that it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the excitement and the getting to do something. I'm definitely not going to be bored during this event. What about you? Are you excited about the Adversaries event? Please leave your info in the comments below. Also, if you find these information helpful, these heads up, please like, subscribe, share. It really does help us out. Thank you also to our patrons, because you guys make all of the crazy possible. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a new book to read. Knowledge for knowledge's sake. And remember to stay safe, especially when reading strange tomes bound in human skin. To do that, keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready. So yeah, these runes are cool, but I can't quite decipher them, and it is just the first 2 pages. I mean, it's really awesome, but since it's not a full book, it's just...
No, it's your fault you didn't read the fine print. That's what you get.
Alright, that's fair.